We got this one. Oh, we already. Look like that, chat. How y'all coming? Fucking feel like shit. I'm sister. I'm trying to knock up. With that pussy down in the sleep.
Fucking you right, the shit's leaking. Her hair so good it left me speechless. I wanna see you naked. Take off to the Vicky. I'm finna make a statement. Come and fuck me like you miss me.
And we're back in third planet.
Oh shit! I ain't even pressed that either though. Like, Shorty. What? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking plug the game up too. Gotta get some shit going. B. 534. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody in the stream, make sure y'all drop a like. Make sure y'all drop a sub. And bro. How's y'all coming straight? Yeah, I've been watching one of these bitches. Ship this shit. Hey, not easy. Hitting it on the police.
Oh, here, you want your bag? It's all good. Careful.
Yeah.
Here.
If you could just put it on top of that.
Oh, like.
I like.
Who wakes up in the morning and thinks to do something like that?
Careful. You good? Yeah. Might be able to get through with mine, actually. Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. Today we're gonna do this.
This is next level, man.
Next level for sure, bro.
This is gonna be crazy.
Oh shit! Hold on, y'all.
I don't think those are for us, though, are they?
We be close?
We might want to get down. Oh, no. Where's he going? Oh, shit. He's for us, man.
He's right.
Shit.
Yeah, definitely. Well, why didn't they park in the driveway then?
Wait, just...
They seen us?
Depends where they walk. They're okay. I don't think they're coming in the site, actually.
Are you sure it's for us? Why would they park the car in the other place?
Come. Look at it. They're walking around the site looking up at it. Well, let's get up. Let's get up at least to the main part. Might as well, instead of waiting here. I think they're for us, though.
They're looking up.
I think they were looking up. There's so many police cars.
Why are there so many police?
Damn. Yeah, put this stream. Make sure y'all drop a like. Make sure y'all drop a sub. If y'all new, I am gonna you don't want to play the game later on. Do a lot of console RTS stuff. Maybe even a car meet. And make sure y'all go check out my last little video. Shit, it's just a little, you know, just little clips of what be going on. Just little clips of some greatness that's gonna come, you know.
Holy shit.
That's a beautiful last sight, though. Sure, that's police. That's police. The police just turned right here.
I just hope they don't see us, you know? There's another one. There's another one. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy in the video because you can see the police right below me. I'm just gonna try to do it like relatively quickly. I'll be down in like 10 minutes. I don't know.
See, in this world, there's two people, my friend. Those with loaded guns. You dig.
Finish him.
Right. Nah. One wrong slip. And you dead. One wrong slip on that footing, Joe. Ah, that's scary, gang. Yo! I hate to say it, that's some white people shit.
I'm gonna head down, but you can still stay up here if you just want to keep taking pics. But I'm gonna go all the way down and get out. There was somebody in the site. I saw him. Yeah, I'm fairly certain they're for us. Yeah. And if they're coming up the stairs, we only have a little bit before they're gonna get to the top and realize we're not up here. Because while they're going up, what you do is you hide in the floor, and then when they go by, you go down.
Where's the chopper as well?
Are you serious?
I don't think we're gonna make it this trip.
Well, I mean, as long as we're gonna get inside, then it won't be seeing us anymore. So
They're gonna see you crossing over.
I don't know. They're pretty far away, but it looks like they're looking at us. So let's just get out of here. Here, lend me your bag. And from here on out, we gotta be really quiet, I guess. Yeah, that's for us, man.
Joe, ain't no way.
Wait, quiet.
I'd be scared.
I think. Don't step on the wood. It's always super loud. It always like cracks.
Ah, hit that fence. I ain't even waiting. I don't care.
See if you can. Oh, go. You see? Yo, we're good. Yo. What? What?
Come here. Yo, come here. Yo. What's the point?
Damn. Still. Nah, yeah, that was mighty close. Oh. Oh, it looks like they got a predator.
Oh my god. I didn't see him. You saw him. I didn't see him.
Damn. Let's watch cave shit.
I didn't see him. You saw him.
It's not what I clicked. Doing whatever I want to do.
उधर आगे रोशनी भी है ब्रो देखें
होने की कौन थी यहाँ पे क्या
इधर भी मम्मीज के बारे में ज्यादा जिक्र किया हुआ है। एक जगह लिखा हुआ है हॉरर, यहाँ पे स्केलेटन्स भी मिले हुए हैं।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। हेलो तो एक बच्चा 8 to 9 years वो निकला फिर वो वापस ही नहीं वो बच्चा
They're not even speaking. Let's see.
Today, we're going to cover some of the caving and cave diving disasters that we have covered on this channel.
Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Three college students had a mission to enter Bone Norman Cave, stay overnight, and exit through a little-known pathway. Their trip became a fight for survival after they lost the exit and ran out of energy over 10 miles into the cave. This is the story of the Bone Norman Cave rescue. Before we dive into the video, I'd like to ask for your support by subscribing to our channel. Currently, only 8% of our viewers are subscribed, but your subscription helps us create more content like this. Simply click the subscribe button, like this video, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest uploads. By doing so, you'll also help YouTube recommend our content to a wider audience. Without further ado, let's jump into the video.
What he said.
Bone Norman Cave is found in the unassuming state of West Virginia. It's often dubbed a flyover state, with nothing too exciting to attract visitors. But locals have access to some amazing caves, like the Bone Norman Cave near Renwick. Bone Norman has a 3-mile main passage that's open to beginners. That's the most commonly traveled route. But the cave also has deeper, more complex routes that extend further, pushing the Bone Norman Cave into a system that spans 15 miles of intricate turns and sprawling earthen tunnels. But even the 15-mile length of Bone Norman is just what's been surveyed. The total length could be far longer, so if the cavers get lost, they might never be seen again. The system is named for the Bone Cave Route and the Norman Route. The Norman side takes cavers through a gorgeous portion of the cave system. There are fast-flowing rivers, perfect karst or rock formations, and waterfalls. The exit of the cave through the Bone Route has less exposure to the elements, and it's generally less interesting. So even cavers who travel through Norman will often turn around instead of going all the way through. The cave can be treacherous, with a year-round temperature of roughly 52 degrees. The cave's subterranean streams, while beautiful, have heavy water flow from the Renwick River above. The perfect conditions for spontaneous flooding that could quickly kill cavers exploring its depths. In early 2012, 3 college students named Jay Buccina, Grant Blaisdell, and Matt Stevens were all in their early 20s and still relatively new to the world of caving when they decided to take the challenge of the full Bone Norman Cave route. The party of 3 left from the city of Kaiser, took a trip to the southwestern part of the state, and planned to stay inside the cave for an overnight adventure. Each of them had been to over 10 caves so far, but that's still nothing compared to the thousands of hours cave experts have logged in the dark expanses below the ground. They were slowly increasing the difficulty of their caves, which is always a good idea when learning a new skill. The difference is that when you find your limits in football or some other hobby, the stakes aren't very high. If you lose in a game...
Motherfuckers don't sub to your shit, sure. You talking to them motherfucking much.
Through the fire, through the fire. You can record studio quality vocals in the comfort of your own home. If you're a singer,
William J. Coughlin had what is considered one of the worst caving incidents ever. That the cause of the compression and position 1993. William J. Coughlin had what is considered one of the worst caving incidents ever. What was supposed to be an exciting caving adventure for him and his friends on May 30th, 1993, soon turned into a disaster when he fell several feet and cracked his head open. But when it looked like he was finally going to exit the cave to get treated, the worst thing every caver feared happened. This is the unfortunate story of William J. Coughlin. Standing over 6 feet and weighing nearly 230 pounds, William J. Coughlin was never shy of getting dirty, sweaty, or bruised. His love for nature and adventure drove him to work for the Federal Environmental Protection Agency. Enter his friend, James Jacala, who William discussed about exploring caves as a new exploit. James was all in, and together they made some successful explorations in the simple caves around their neighborhood. They were simple dives that they did with little or no protective gear, and this boosted their morale for more adventure. They soon found a brochure advertising Buzzard Roost Cave, found among various cave networks in Cave City, Kentucky. The cave is divided into 2 tours, the historic and wild cave tours. The former is an easy exploration, while the latter requires belly crawls, hands on the side squeezes, and fingertip climbs. The brochure described the Wild Cave tour as something meant for, quote, the most daring visitor. It was complicated with tight passages, sharp-edged stalagmites and stalactites, and slick floors. The tour was not meant for beginners like William and James. But they were not deterred. In fact, the element of danger had excited them, and thus they started preparing for the trip to Kentucky. On Friday, May 28, 1993, William, James, and another friend, Kevin Feely, left their homes in Oak Forest, Illinois, for Cave City, Kentucky. After an 8-hour drive, they were exhausted and decided to rest for the night. It was Memorial Day weekend, and there was a festive vibe in the air that added the excitement for the guys. But it wasn't until Sunday, May 30th, that they got to visit Cave City while dressed in simple clothes and without any caving gear. Ignoring the local attractions of Cave City, they headed for the Buzzard Roost Cave managed by TMH International Attractions Incorporated. William and his friends met 4 other tourists there who were also trying to access the cave. They were all told of an entrance fee, but were first given a release form to fill out. The form contained warnings about the cave and text that liberated the operators of any legal liabilities. It read that the owners, operators, or employees of the cave would not be held liable should any harm befall the tourists, even when the former had caused said harm. It was a form that basically separated the TMH from any responsibilities whatsoever. This should have been a red flag for the guys to quit their exploration. But even if the details weren't warnings enough, the fact that only one form existed for all the guys to append their signatures to should have been their cues to leave. But William wasn't ready to turn back just yet, not after months of preparation and anticipation. Neither was James. William would get another sign to leave the cave, to run for his life, but it would come in the form of his physique. Still, he wouldn't leave. However, his other friend Kevin elected to sit this one out. But William and James signed the form, and so had the other 4 tourists. Then they paid and entered the historic tour at around 4:30 p.m. with a tour guide named David Hardin leading the way. As described in the brochure, the historic tour was indeed easily accessible. But after they finished seeing it, something strange happened. You see, as they prepared to enter the difficult Wild Cave, Hardin brought out yet another release form for them to sign. Worse, he also asked for another payment. They paid, signed the form, and were handed 2 handheld flashlights. That was it. None of them had a helmet on. There was no water or extra food, and worse, no tools for climbing down the pits. It was already a disaster before the real disaster even struck. In the meantime, Hardin pointed towards a narrow passageway, which he said led off to the Wild Cave tour. Then he asked them to stay close. Hardin in front, the tourists behind, one in front of each other. This would form a train that Hardin urged never to be broken. Hence, everybody explored what the person in front of them explored. William had a hard time as they started exploring the Wild Cave. He was relatively bigger than his companions, which meant that maneuvering the pointy projections and tight squeezes were harder for him. He groaned the hardest, moaned the loudest, and sometimes registered minor bruises. But this was part of the adventure for him, right? Besides, James wasn't complaining. Why should he? Also, every tight squeeze successfully conquered was a huge milestone that excited him enough to surge forward. He and his companions soon reached the cavern, halfway into the Wild Cave. Here, Hardin instructed that for them to continue, they would have to climb down a pit with a 30-foot cable ladder installed there. But with no belaying gear, they would have to be careful as they did so. Fortunately for them, it was an easy climb down, but the second ladder awaiting them would not be. Only about 15 or 20 feet long, this ladder led down a pit with extremely tight and convoluted passageways. But they were meant to climb it down to where their final drop, known as the Big Room, would mark the end of the Wild Cave tour. Climbing down this second ladder was harder for William, as expected. There was a V-shaped narrow passage that one had to pass before continuing down the ladder. This was the toughest part of the entire cave. While it was difficult for every other person, it was terribly worse for William, but he successfully made it to the Big Room. Here, Hardin declared that the Wild Cave tour was over and was greeted with claps and cheers despite the exhaustion of everyone present. Later, Hardin gave the tourists the green light to explore other passages around the Big Room. They welcomed the suggestion, and James and Williams marched off to another passageway to see where it would lead them. They were both on cloud 9. This was exactly what they had wanted. Their fulfillment was evident in their faces and the loud echoes they formed with their discussions. Then, at about 7 p.m., Hardin called the tourists back to the big room and announced that their tour was behind schedule. He said that they would have to start climbing back up, but Williams and the other cavers complained about being exhausted and asked for a breather. Hardin, who hadn't explored further, still had enough energy to make the climb. He told the group that he needed to make a call on the surface, but assured them that if none had resurfaced 45 minutes after he left, he would come for them. After saying this, he left to make the call at around 7:15 p.m. 40 minutes later, Hardin had yet to return. Feeling cold but well rested, William and the other tourists decided to leave the cave on their own. But as William attempted to climb the ladder, he found it too difficult for his limbs to carry him. He became tired and came back down. James urged him to give it another try, but the result was the same. Following this, James asked two of the tourists to go find Hardin. But while they awaited his coming, William gave it another shot, but he still couldn't make it far up the ladder. Aside from being exhausted, he had now grown frustrated. He hated feeling weak, and so pushed himself further. But as he did this, he lost his grip, slipped on the rungs of the ladder, and dropped down several feet. As he fell, he hit his head on one of the protruding rocks and hit his head again when he reached the bottom. He yelled as blood poured out in torrents from his head. James and the remaining tourists rushed to him, urging him to calm down, and tried their best to block the wound with a torn piece of cloth. It helped, but William was in pain, terrible pain. James asked the remaining tourists to rush out to find Hardin and get medical help.
Play War Thunder now. Join millions of players across the globe in massive battles on tanks, aircraft, and helicopters.
However, when Hardin arrived, he was alone. No medical supply or personnel had accompanied him. James was enraged, but Hardin pleaded for him to calm down. William was becoming disoriented, saying things that didn't make any sense. He felt dizzy, nauseous, and groaned from the hammering going on in his head. Hardin suggested they try to haul him up the ladder, but James angrily said that was impossible, and a rescue team had to be sent down, insisting that the ladder was not an option. Besides, if he couldn't climb it when he was healthy, how would he be able to with a gash on his head? But Hardin resolved that the only option was to get him up. James knew then that he was trying to not cause panic outside the cave. Hence, he decided to work with Hardin on a plan. James was to go ahead on the ladder to pull his friend up, while Hardin pushed him from below. They went ahead with this plan, and at this point, William was already slipping in and out of consciousness and mumbling gibberish. James and Hardin were able to pull William up a considerable point, but soon faced the narrow V-shaped passage. This part needed a belly crawl, which wasn't even straightforward. One had to crawl to the left into a narrow passageway, make a sharp drop, and contort the body before moving up again. Following the instruction of Hardin, William went head first and was able to make the left turn successfully, while James waited to help him on the other side. Next was the sharp drop before another rise. But as William tried to make the drop, he was stuck upside down with one hand wedged between his stomach and rock, and the other hand behind his back. He was yelling now, and any attempt to push or pull him caused tremendous pain. Eventually, the owner of TMH was informed, but when he saw the situation, he too decided to not say anything about it, still insisting on not causing any panic. Supported by Hardin, they tried to salvage the situation, but nothing helped William. Pressed by the walls of the tunnel, his breathing was labored, while the pain in his head was intensified by his upside-down position. After a while, they finally alerted authorities of the situation. Cave City Volunteer Fire Department arrived around 10:30 p.m., about 3 hours after authorities were notified. By then, there were so many onlookers at the entrance of the cave, many of whom were talking about the infamous Floyd Collins incident in 1925, which had happened just a few miles from where this currently was happening. In any case, they started to work to get William out. Other rescuers came and his head injury was treated. Then oxygen was administered to him. But there was a major problem aside from the injury or the fact that he was stuck. You see, William still had to fight the cold Kentucky temperature, which was 44 degrees Fahrenheit inside the cave. The rescuers knew they couldn't leave him exposed because of hypothermia, but to cover him meant it would be difficult to pry him out of his current prison. Then there was Hardin, who was stuck on the other side because William had blocked the path. Therefore, as they worked to get William out, they sent food, blankets, chemical heat packs, and hot coffee to Hardin through a small opening. James lodged himself close by and was able to speak to William as the rescue team began setting up a pulley system. With the system set, they attempted to pry him out, but every attempt was met with excruciating pain that drove William nuts. They tried other means, while James tried to keep his friend company, assuring him to hang in there and stay calm. But at about 1 a.m. on Monday, William had stopped responding, even though he wasn't dead yet.
Damn.
The rescue took the entire night. Several rescue attempts were made, but nothing worked. Eventually, William had stopped moving altogether, and he was pronounced dead at 5 a.m. on Monday the 31st. Some cavers who were having a Spoleo fest nearby convened at the cave at about 6:30 a.m. to attempt to free William's deceased body. It wasn't until 12:45 p.m. that they could successfully get him out. Kentucky medical examiner Dr. George Nicholas declared that the cause of death was a compression and position asphyxiation or suffocation aggravated by his head injury. TMH was sued and charged despite the release form signed. This is because that the tourists had paid. Hence, it meant that TMH was automatically responsible for the welfare of the cavers. If you found this story thrilling, then you really need to check out the most claustrophobic death in history, right here.
This, you're not ready for it.
Blood. They should know about trying to spit to that. They face bust right here, blood. Then what they did, they had to pay the consequence. If they stole blood gun, same night, we the little boys up.
They said you used to sit in the middle, and they used to take the pipe and blow it for you.
Hey, stop selling them Nixon squares, gang, because we know what y'all be doing for what y'all broke.
Not safe.
Hey, that not safe. And you can see what we have right now.
Y'all see the front line?
Friends wanted me to ask where y'all was at when the birds came up here tap dancing at this gas station, man.
She ain't never been called nobody phone, but
Yes, we throw up J's, no doubt.
Yeah, we throw them up.
I already told them, fuck, I'm crashing out all the way. I won't on the crash out. On this to the.
I'm gonna need you to like and leave a comment. Also, check out our Instagram page at On the Couch TV. All right, so for the people who don't know, let them know who we got out here with us, man.
You got Lush video.
You got LaShawn.
You got two bloody jumping.
And let them know just basically like where we at right now. We in the church.
Right now, we on what they say, this 78th Ingleside right now. We walked up the trenches.
Yeah, no bother.
And like, let the people know like where you from. Like, it been like a whole bunch of speculation.
Yeah, I've been seeing that little bit. Well, I'm from Bloodhound though. Bloodhound, Jersey City, same like the Maryland.
Right, this right, folks.
So what was up with all that? Like we seen in the last vlog, they pointed out somebody sent them a text or something and said you weren't from over here.
Yeah, they bapped on Big Blood names, some motion. So,
yeah, he from over here, gang. I don't know what you got going on.
They be lying too much, bro. Like, I don't even know why they even play with my name like that. It's real, you know, kids, bro.
So how long you been out here? How long y'all say y'all jumped off the porch? How old y'all was?
I jumped off the porch at like 11, 12, bro.
I say like 14 going on 15. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna fake it. 14 going on 15.
I jumped off the porch at 11, 12, 15. So I don't do shit no more. It's happening.
what y'all was.
I jumped off the porch at like 11, 12.
I say like 14 going on 15. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna fake it. 14 going on 15.
Yeah, like 15.
And then it ain't even just jumping off the porch. Just learning how to move out here and do all this. Like, adapt to everything that you got going. Yeah, you just be out here sloppy as hell. You cover. You not getting no paper, nothing, gang. You just broken shit and like what the. Like you just doing anything and then killing innocents at them like goofy ass.
Right, that's crashing out goofy.
You see, we get money on phone now. All you other goofies.
Right.
Wait, right, repeat. I'm fried.
But y'all, what was the reason y'all had to get out here? Because a lot of people don't know like Bloodhound got shorties. Like it's gonna be the first vlog.
I ain't gonna about this. Give me blood. I don't even know why blood. I just can't look. Look, I ain't gonna about when Ruger died, blood. Ruger died, and I was a shorty. And I just started popping out on the block. Then phone number. Everybody been outside some shorty. We just jumped in and head first.
That's all I'm gonna say. And all of that boy.
And then when the beginning of the vlog, we heard y'all like saying like Rip Jeff and all that. Did y'all have a personal relationship with him?
No, see, me on Jesus Christ. Yeah, all of them had a real personal relationship. Like,
real blood.
If my account won a clap game on Jesus Christ, my account, like, I had another page, it was 79. On my account, I had a white man. Y'all, goofy as hell. Yeah, white. Then I had me and Let Jeff, bro. I told them two dumbass that did that goofy ass thing. They know what's going on.
Then what they did,
and had to pay the consequence. And you can see where we at right now.
Y'all see, we on front
line. We on Summer Street time. Where we at right now.
Feet on land.
Feet on land.
No, man, this all.
It was just something went on around here earlier, man. It was that the streets blocked off and everything.
They should know about trying to spend it. We out don't do that.
It's a big street, man. Like, y'all, is it safe to just be breezing through here like this?
Yeah.
We ain't went on the sidewalk yet. We just in the street.
If you not promoting that, don't come over. I'm not even gonna lie.
Only certain.
So it ain't safe to be like breezing through here like this.
Hell yeah. Like for us, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Other like those of them who shot the enemy, I want them to come over and do what we doing. Yeah.
There's always something going on around here, man. Like, what's the bad reputation for this area?
It's overeat.
No, that's the Chatham, bud.
That's the real deep trenches. So that's why.
And y'all out here real comfortable, man.
Like look, shorty them who shot that vlog, they couldn't even go to their hood. Yeah. Like on blood, they couldn't shoot in their hood. Like they I'm good, bro. We on not.
So this every day or this just like for the vlog, man?
Man, this is every day.
Yeah, no.
You can always ride down the same night strip and see us out here, bro. We always outside.
What the this is for interview, man.
On funny, you can catch us all through the.
If you really.
You know, anytime y'all can ride, y'all always
that's how niggas start.
Damn, I can take at the house no more. They don't
even want to come down the street. They just have to turn.
In the back of that thing, over.
So what y'all just be terrorizing the area? Like, what y'all say y'all click known for, man?
I know what I'm known for. They know.
They be playing on my
name like outside laying that real. Boom. Come on.
Emo turned that half
On for this month's age, ain't Hey, I'm the youngest Turk from our side right now. Like the youngest Turk from our side.
I'm telling you, bro.
So how you feel when like you had like little falls with people or something like that, and then we could like find videos of them like pulling up on y'all hood looking for people, all that like.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
They do that. They do that for a week, not outside.
Yeah.
Like they'll do that 2, 3 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Like that's smoking, and they don't call nobody phone. They got everybody know. Yeah, come on.
Jalo, they don't pull up.
Yeah, do not be doing all that goofy ass bapping and shit. And don't pull up when drop low. I'm done with their ass, gang. They got some. Hey, stop selling them nicks and squares, gang, because we know what y'all be doing. For what y'all broke.
Not safe.
Hey, that not safe. Hey, when y'all be older, to all the kids now, get you some money and don't stand on the corner and serve crack.
We still in the Eagle side. We on Eagle side to College Road, bro. No doubt.
Man, we doing a lot of walking right now, man. Like, how far this hood stretch? I thought it was just a couple blocks.
Look, from 79 to 80 Eagle side. Right to Maryland.
We were on the hot too, gang.
Yeah, we run 83rd, 85th.
We run all that. No, with us and nothing but that, gang.
Oh, no.
All we do is that.
Yes, we throw up J's, no doubt.
Yeah, we throw them.
All that look good.
And I was just doing this vlog, like your name kept getting brought up with the Scone and 50 situation and all that. And it was basically like them saying like somebody had to pick a side or something like that. Like, what was that fallout about?
Oh, see, look, peace. They, like, the way they made it seem on the internet, they making it seem like they just did some over tough Tony. They stole blood gun same night. We little boys up. Then they came back there some scary. Then we, had a little ball game going. AU team.
Yeah, we got it.
Because a lot of people definitely, y'all was like that.
Damn.
1, 2, 3. Like, we ain't think it'd fall apart like that.
Yeah,
like,
that was, 50 was my boy.
How it just go down the drain? Like, we don't see bonds like that just explode overnight. Like, what was that whole situation about?
Stealing folk. Don't know how to, they got sticky fingers. It's really all over some backdoor. That's all. They thought we was gonna backdoor somebody else for them, and then they backdoor blood. That's all it was.
So with like all that going on, do that like make you skeptical about like who in your crowd now, basically?
Hell yeah. I don't trust nobody.
Yeah, you most definitely gotta watch out for these.
Hey, watch out on front of me.
I don't trust. I don't even trust my mama blood. That's how deep this is. Just tight on. Real, I got on the couch in my shot Jeff. No boy, long letter river. Long letter Jeff.
No problem.
It's like some
they said you used to sit in the middle and they used to take the pipe and blow it for you.
Yeah, like, gang on blood grave. These little boys gonna start playing my name.
That feel because like
top, how come sit in the middle, but and look, we keep it up. I never slid. We never slid together. My grandma, and the time we did slide together, I was always
because they did try to give you like some little credit, I guess, but then they said like I guess your pipe jammed or something and you ran with it.
My gun never jammed, gang. Like my gun never jammed. I don't know what they talking about, but for like the truth, like Lil 50 is a goofy man. I don't even know he be fronting. That's my cousin, and but folks ass is a goofy. He don't do shit but drive, but let's go on. That's a kid. That's a musty ass little boy. Literally, fellas. He just now starting to get wild and get outside.
So I thought all that going off and all, we seen like
he musty just trying to get outside.
You, somebody said check on their house or something like that.
Ah, yeah, look, fully Chop, he telling some check on my crib. They did some fluky kids. They ain't even hit the crib though. They just shot. Feel like, they just blew an ounce of kids.
So that make you like in the future, like now people know where you lay your head at or something like that. Cause
I ain't gonna. I didn't even know they knew where I lived at. Like when they used to come grab me, I used to tell their ass to pull like in the front, like deep down, like down the street a little bit.
So you knew it could possibly like go sour, basically. Then.
Hell yeah. On this to the
communication
is
an essential part of my job. That's why I use Grammarly, an AI partner trusted by millions of professionals.
I know. Still on. I don't even want to play like that.
You say everybody on point and all that, like, what's some simple do's and don'ts with slide down this block, walking or driving?
Look, I'm finna tell you right now.
We see every corner we go, who is that? Who is that?
Driving, blood, if you gonna go fast, like I said, case on you, if you gonna go fast, blood, drive fast. Don't get the slowing your car down, none of that. Don't roll no windows up, don't roll them down, don't do nothing goofy, blood. Like, that's how you get shot at for no reason. And you see, look, on feet, you can't even really walk through the on your face. You see, we walk through it, hey, who that? On it. A lot of us can't even do this, though, blood. Like say anyone try to walk through, don't have no mask on, don't have no hands in your pocket, don't clutch, don't do nothing goofy, blood.
That's fun though.
And like being baby blood and all that.
This porn, the little video, look on.
Hey, we done walked that like 5 times. How many times we done been out? Man.
That's what I said, like being baby blood and all that, like, is it some structure or is like y'all just running y'all own operation around here?
It's some structure. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't gonna front out. We just out here running wild.
Because it's not.
You know?
It ain't that.
We ain't nothing like no other hood.
They be trying to keep us in line and make us do the, you know, and make sure we good and shit. But all the supposed to be sending their dumb ass off and getting their stupid ass killed. And they do anything.
And look, this the gas station.
That's how
it's like a infamous gas station, man.
A lot of turn on.
No,
a lot of
friends wanted me to ask where y'all was at when the birds came up here tap dancing at this gas station, man.
She ain't never been called nobody phone, but I know.
So y'all feel everybody y'all get into if they come in this gas station like, yeah, we shut this down, you know, this ours now.
Man, they can't come on, man. They don't do nothing.
A lot of people want to know though, like, how you come up with the Lil Speedy name and all that.
Yo, about blood, my name is passed down from my pops.
Yeah, pop's name was Speedy.
Yeah.
So this generation around here, like, you grew up around here, type.
Yeah. Hey, take out, they cross the street.
Being out here this long, though, like, making a face for y'allself, how y'all still be out here, just comfortable?
Yo, about they know gonna play with nobody out here. I was really terrified of her, bro.